And welcome to the opening tip. For those of you just joining us, game just tipped off. And here's Saf Seinfeld going to get the ball. All right, mic check. How does the mic sound on this one?
Good.
Ooh. Look at the defensive energy to start off from Frisch. Look at that.
I love the communication already.
Wow. Got Ian Toporowski on photos. Got a lot of photographers in the house tonight. Here's Seinfeld. Asaf pulls up.
Tough shot. Good board.
I say, here comes Schachter. You know, this offense, the story so far this year has been the emergence of Zach Milgram, Zimai, a.k.a. the Caped Crusader, Batman himself. He's taking a huge step as Stepner.
Oh!
Stepner from 3. Again, we want to talk about another story for this team has been the sophomore. A little bit more on him later as he comes up with the block. Joint effort.
Diggy, he's a highlight machine.
Seriously, when we get a chance, we'll make sure to talk about the story between about Stepner.
Definitely.
Not often that you see a sophomore his size or playing on varsity.
Great pass.
Jacoby pass it outside. Jared to Max. Max thought about the 3. Jared inside. Looks for someone trapped in the corner. Throws it back to Max.
I like the reset.
Here's Schachter inside. Delivers. Jacoby.
Good pass.
Good finish. Pacey gets it back and puts it up.
Gets a foul.
And he gets fouled. And now Jacoby gonna go to the line. Good activity so far from Pacey. Sorry the game went so quickly from one to the other. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves. Hi everyone. My name's Ari Katz.
I'm Eli Cohen.
Eli Cohen is actually making, I believe, as Pacey misses the first free throw, Eli is making his debut with Cougar Nation Network. So welcome to the family, Eli.
Hopefully Rookie of the Year in contention, hopefully.
Oh, baby. So him competing with Joshy Rabbits. As Pacey puts in the second one. Pacey is looking quite majestic so far as here's Segura taking it up.
You know, Ziggy, you see how much taller Frisch is already. They've got so much size on them.
Here's Segura. Segura serving the middle. Throws it out.
Open look.
He's got the shot. Bang!
Good
Puts
shot.
it in. Good shot
Great
there
shot
by
from
Nate Sugar. Schachter now taking it up. See, a lot of teams have tried to press against Frisch. Try to make Schachter, try to force some turnovers as a foul's called over there on the reach. Good activity from Pacey. He got poked
Pacey's
in the eye.
getting a lot of looks in the inner post right now. I like it from Frisch.
Here's Jared, looks to throw it in, throws it to Zimai. Milgram pulls up and spots it in.
Amazing play right there. Great pass, great finish, great play.
And here comes Seinfeld. Sugar looks for Seinfeld. Thought about the deep look.
Great up top defense from Frisch so far.
Segura again, they're letting nothing inside. Obviously, the lack of Ohio is huge for this team as he pulls up.
Wow.
And Sugar puts in the shot. There
Wow.
you go. Sweet shot there from Sugar.
Very technical.
Jared running up the court, of course, hair bobbing in the wind. What else can you expect? Schachter very, very close to the line.
Oh, watch out.
Nope, he stayed safe there, but saw the ref eyeing it. Schachter takes it
Nice
to the
pass.
baseline. Here's Jared as you see the Batman come in.
Oh, wow, the whole crew.
Stepner throws it out. Zimai blows by to Stepner. Another 3.
Oh,
Stepner
back
misses
rim.
it there, but good look from him. Stepner, I mean, it just jumps out to you. He is huge.
Massive. I think, what, like 6'3"?
But every single, sometimes it's 6'3". He doesn't really play like it. He uses every single inch. Moves very, very well and naturally on the court.
How old is he? 15? 16?
He's got a bright, bright future for many years. Sugar looking to stay hot.
Wow, heat check.
Here's Seinfeld. Seinfeld throws it back out.
Back to
Sugar.
Segura on the wing.
Sugar throws it inside. The turnaround
Blocked.
shot. Borkoff. Ooh.
Off the head of Jacoby.
Jared drives inside, takes it to the bucket. Blocked, but a foul.
Nice. Ziggy, you hear the chants already from the Frisch crowd and the Frisch Brents. It's getting loud in here already. So we have the Rev walk by.
And Jared's going to come to the line. You see, Jared has had an evolution as a player in terms of position. As he's added a lot more size, put on more muscle, he's evolved from what he was in his Yavne days, meaning a true point guard. Now he plays more of a combo forward position, but still he has a lot of that playmaking as he drills the first one. Has a lot of that playmaking. Steven Stein checking in for Pacey. Still carries a lot of that playmaking ability, which makes him almost like a point forward, which has been very, very valuable for that team.
Yeah, and I think the obvious comparison here is Josh Hart. It's very popular with the crowd.
Good one.
It's just as we get our former commentator here.
Here's Seinfeld. As again, Ramaz still hanging in this one. This game definitely has felt all Frisch so far, but a bunch of quick shots have allowed Ramaz to stay within striking distance. Just noticing some of the posters, Batman and some David Weiss brought memorabilia from the crowd. Always good to see the Cougar spirit. Here's Zimai.
It's literally.
Oh, Sugar misses it. And crashing for the rebound over the back, went over Stein.
Nice.
Again, another thing I'm noticing about Zimai is his wingspan jumps out for you on defense. Got such long arms and good defensive positioning.
Exactly. His lateral quickness it's really underrated actually. He gets back and forth really, really quickly, and you wouldn't expect it from, a main isolation scorer like that, but
it's a good point, Eli. Here's Zimai isolating again. Not someone you could take the ball from. Some very famously pointy elbows. Can't reach in on that one. Schachter throws it back up to Stepner. Stepner isolating. Good thing he passed out. Had a double on there. Zimai to Stein. Again, I don't like this for Frisch. They're getting bunched up a lot.
Yeah.
They need some more movement.
Zimai,
that's short.
Oh.
Missed it. Stepner got a hand on it, but finally it's taken by CD. Again, CD's trying to fill some of that role by Ohio after he's out with an ACL injury. CD.
Whole season.
CD puts it in the shot.
Threats 4.
Didn't see that on the scouting report.
Did not at all. In fact, I'm quite surprised.
Again, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this opening quarter. And Ramaz, surprisingly, it's 8-8. We see our Rosh Yeshiva Rabbi Senior looking on to see his former alma mater actually keeping up with his new squad. And here comes Seinfeld pushing the pace. Segura wasn't ready for it. Taken by Zimai, but a foul. A little bit of a phantom foul there from the ref.
Interesting.
Wasn't expecting the collision, but I'm not sure that was a foul there.
Ziggy, I like that you brought up that Frisch is getting boxed up in the high post, but I do like that they're running their offense through Pacey when he was on, through Stepner, obviously, through the high post, kind of like a Jokic build on this offense.
One thing I'm looking at, though, is for everything that this Ramaz team is doing right, looking at the players, a lot of the players look gassed. So I don't think they're used to pushing this pace. I mean, Frisch runs every day, sprints over and over and over again. So they really are conditioned for a game to run. So let's see if they can keep pushing the pace and make Frisch a little uncomfortable with, make Ramaz, a little uncomfortable with the type of play style that they're not used to playing.
And Ziggy, we pushed this game right away. They just got off the bus when I got here, and I was here like 5 minutes before the game started. So
yeah. So again, maybe we'll try to see those legs. They didn't really get a chance to warm up.
Yeah.
So see if Frisch, who's of course we've had a long day. Some of the guys have been here since 7 in the morning, since practice. Here comes Schachter pushing the pace.
Oh, wow,
and puts
tough
it in.
finish. Great finish from Max right there.
Right, Max. One of the things that he's the best at is contact. Max into contact is great. Sugar for 3. Boom!
Wow, he's blazing.
Nate Sugar. Wow.
Blazing
Starting
hot.
really, really hot. Max Schachter, I remember tryouts freshman year. I went up vertical to him on a layup, and I remember talking about those pointy elbows. I got one straight to the face. So his contact layups, his strength is very underrated. Stepner mishandled the ball. Here comes Seinfeld. Again, Ramaz pushing it, pulls it up. Seinfeld puts in the 3. If I'm Coach Jensen, I'm taking a timeout.
I think we need a timeout here, Coach.
Early 4-point lead for Ramaz. Again, if you're Frisch, you need to finish this one. Jesse Reinhardt, first junior off the bench.
I see Frisch getting frustrated already. They need to calm down a little bit.
Again, give me an action. Zimai off the court, so not as much natural offense. So, Gunn, run through Schachter. Let him go through contact exactly.
Amazing. Keepa comes flying off.
Ooh, we got a clip. It's going to be worth a lot one day. As we see Azriel Jonas walk in, one of Frisch's sterling entrepreneurs.
Oh, yeah.
On the
and
phone.
activists.
Yeah, exactly. On the phone, I'm sure, making some business deals. Here's Sugar. Sugar
Sugar in the high post. That's interesting.
throws it to Seinfeld. Pass to Sugar as Frisch is doing some real radio play-by-play on the side. Seinfeld pulls up and puts it in.
Come on.
17 seconds left. Those looks are too easy for Seinfeld, letting him penetrate. They really need a little bit more direction on defense, which has been such a strength for them, but 14
That
points.
interior defense.
16 points already so far is way too much. Stepner inside,
Oh, yeah.
almost traveled with it. But now here he comes. 1 second. He's not going to get the
foul.
shot off, but a foul.
before the whistle.
You think 0.8 seconds left. Looks
Now's
looks like they're going to add some time on the clock. They're not in the bonus, so there's a clip.
We get an assist from Mr. Schachter.
Yeah, you tell.
Now Ziggy.
Hold on 1 second. Bennett. Can you pass Max? Keep a clip right under here. Give us Max Schachter. Sir Max.
We'll get it. Okay. Yeah, it's not his
Just
job.
holding on to a Max Schachter souvenir. So we're going to see. Looks like right now they have nothing on the 6 seconds is no offense, but as they say, a little
6
OD.
seconds.
Way less. 0.6 seconds maybe they meant to do. Not 6 seconds. I don't know what in the world they're talking about.
6 seconds. They didn't get the ball with 6 seconds.
Yeah, does not make any sense, but okay, we're working out the technicalities before they get the ball. That's why, yep, keep going. Yep.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, that's
All
about right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. As Frisch needs to get, yeah, that's even better.
Just
Frisch needs to get this one defensive stop. Who do we need to watch on this one? Who does Frisch
Sugar,
need to
he's
watch?
blazing right now. Steven, they're putting Steven on him, which is interesting.
I think just maybe for length.
Yeah.
Sugar is a lot
No,
taller than you would
Steven-
think for
For a shooter like that, too.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
So watch the
that's
down
a mistake.
screen here by Segura.
Exactly.
Would be my guess. Down
Yeah.
screen.
Or
And
is
then
that Seinfeld up there?
If I'm Max, no matter what, if I see Sugar coming off this one, I'm switching, even if that means a double.
Do not
Here it
foul.
comes. Here's the down screen.
There
Max
it is.
switches
Good
on.
defense.
Segura from deep. Ooh, misses it. And the quarter comes to a close. Okay, we're going to head to commercial, and then we will join you on the other side of that first quarter.
Good afternoon, Yeshiva Frisch. I'm Abby Rich, and you're watching the award-winning Frisch News Network. Today, all our minds are on Election Day in the USA, but in Yeshiva Frisch, our hearts are always with our brothers and sisters still being held hostage in Gaza. We had the unique privilege to host in our yeshiva a special speaker who was herself a hostage and was miraculously saved, Mia Shem. Mia Shem described her harrowing experience being held by Hamas in the tunnels of Gaza for 55 days. She was kidnapped from the Nova Festival, shot in the arm at point-blank range by the terrorists, and taken captive. Without medical attention and with little food and water, she managed to survive based on her fortitude and faith in Hashem. Here she is in her own words.
There I didn't feel the pain, I didn't feel the...
Okay, and welcome back to the stream. Eli, you had some keys to the game that you wanted to focus on.
Yeah,
What is that you saw in the first quarter?
So I think the first quarter and from Globerman and Frisch's first 2 games, I think Frisch really needs to contain offensive rebounds, and that's less of a focus against this smaller built Ramaz team. But they need to really minimize dry streaks on offense, which we really saw in the first quarter, and we need to minimize turnovers from bad passes. So honestly, so far both of those have been struggles, so let's turn that around.
Yeah, just careful. Again, as much as Isaac Stepner is a unicorn, we cannot have him handling the ball going into a double team. That is something that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable to be running as the offense.
Especially when we have Schachter up there.
Again, so I'm surprised, given the fact that Ramaz has an early lead, that Zach Milgram isn't back in the game. A little bit of a surprising choice, maybe giving him some rest. Is the ball turnover? Nope, it's going to stay right here. And Pacey is going to throw it out of the inbound.
Ramaz is being real conservative with their subs. Oh, now they bring in Kyrie, a great defender.
Jacoby throws it into Jared. Jared throws it out to Stepner. Stepner back to Schachter. Gets the screen from Max. If again, slide that out to Stepner, but Jared spots up, misses. Good positioning there by Reinhardt. Wasn't able to squeeze it in, but again, great job locating the ball.
Yep.
Really, that's what Jesse's in. to have an extra screener to be a reliever for Pacey and Steven in terms of those abilities, because it's Zima is gonna now coming back into the game.
There we go.
Again, much to the cheers of the team, as Jesse, beautiful looking free throw there. As we see a lot of our guys in Batman costumes. But
Love
again,
to see Noah Lowe leading the chants.
makes sense, honestly. But again, this team, that was quite the voice crack. This team, the screens, the bigs are really moving all over the place, which again is only possible because of their conditioning. But still, something that's good to have. It's a really good that they have a luxury of having a big like Reinhardt to help relieve some of those abilities. Seinfeld spots out weird, a little bit of a floating pass over to the corner. Segura.
A bunch of bad passes, honestly.
Good help there from Zimai. Seinfeld left open. But on the closeout, penetration too easy. But he missed it on the inside. A little bit surprising there from Harmetz. Milgram, Schachter. Good cut inside, floats it up. Pretty play by Schachter.
Wow. Very technical, perfect, great push shot.
A little modest, a little demure, don't you think? Here's Sugar, back to Seinfeld. Again, great job by Frisch pushing this team out. So far, Ramaz has responded to this.
Deflection.
Has responded to this keeping them out of the paint by making Frisch pay from the perimeter. But again, let's see if they can keep that up. We didn't really see on the scouting report that the shooting would translate to that degree.
Yeah, and it's already died down a little bit, but they haven't really got up a shot in a little bit.
Sugar to Segura, pops back out.
Tough shot.
Tough shot again. I will, if I'm Frisch and I'm not letting inside penetration or open threes, I will live and die by that shot. Again, not a terrible look to let up.
Yep.
Here's Jared again. Frisch, you want to get some good screens. Again, Stepner, not really going to get so much action going into that triple team as you see now.
Yep, I don't like that either.
But again, it's about constant screens until someone gets open. Like here, you have a much more open offense. Jared throws it. Stepner again, tough shot. But definitely not the first look I would take.
I like that Stepner flared down though after that screen. He needs to get a lot of open looks from there, and he does.
Yeah, the pick and pop with Stepner is, in addition to his ability to get in the paint, his pick and pop is elite. Catch near the corner by Sugar. Seinfeld goes inside, pulls up high, arcing shot, misses it. Segura comes up within the trees, comes up with a rebound. Reinhardt rolls it to Stepner. And now Stepner pushing the pace. Isaac takes it, blocking foul, and one. I don't know if I personally, don't tell anyone, but I didn't think that was an and one. I personally thought that he gathered first, but the ref says and one. Seinfeld disagrees. I agree with Seinfeld, but
I think he was in those two steps. You don't think so?
I don't know. I think that the gather was not there yet. So, but
yeah.
You know what? We'll take the points.
Yeah. Who's complaining?
Definitely not me.
But Ziggy, one thing that me and you both saw from Segura is that he's super high motor and he loves those elbow fades. So he's being very thematic during this game, I'd say.
Fascinating. And it's we saw recently Carey just checked in the game. Going to try to provide some fresh legs for this Ramaz team, which, again, game's tied up. Their offense definitely has slowed down a bit. They're not getting the same easy looks that they got just by running around before. Let's see if Frisch can, again, force them into some of those tough looks that they were making before, but maybe might not go in right now. Sugar, tough look, kicked out the leg and put it in.
Wow.
Nate Sugar silenced the crowd. Holy cow.
Wow. What is that, 4 threes on the day for him?
That's
a lot.
Nate Sugar has been carrying this Ramaz offense. Let's see how this progresses as Jared again had the baseline but brings it back out. Schachter now waves off the screen from Stepner. Pacey gets a screen from the big. Schachter stepped into it, throws it back out.
Carey really staying with him here.
Stepner to Jared. Jared got him in the air. Tough look, Reinhardt. Again, and then they call shot clock violation. Is there a shot clock?
I don't know. There's no
Yeah, I did, yeah.
It's a new addition this year in the
Yeshiva
League.
News to me right there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains what's over there. I was about to make a comment that this offense looks like the type of desperation you see at the end of a shot clock, except there's no shot clock. But there actually is.
Yeah, new Yeshiva League edition this year.
Wow, I
like it. I like it.
I don't know how I missed that. It's kind of big. Interesting.
I like it, though.
Okay, fine. So let's see. Maybe that probably has increased to some of the higher scoring so far.
Yes.
Interesting. Fascinating. Again, didn't contribute to the high scoring against DRS. 35-37, Frisch narrowly lost. But so far, we're already on track to blow past that score.
Yep.
Schachter reaching over on Sugar.
There we
Sugar
go.
loses the ball and saved there, but taken by Schachter. Schachter uses the pick by the ref and goes to the bucket to the line for 2. Again, that's how you know is a foul if Schachter's not finishing the layup. We see if, I just want to point out, if you look towards the crowd, you will see a lot of Batmans and one Spider-Man. Don't know if the person got the wrong memo.
I think that's Simon, but I could be wrong.
So in which case, probably intentional.
Oh,
Schachter misses the first one, much to his chagrin, as it's not something he enjoys doing, as you can imagine.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Frisch is trying to transition into some sort of box and one on Sugar with Schachter, but I could just be making that up.
Let me watch that.
No, I was making it up.
It's okay. We need a little fiction every once in a while to keep it interesting. Here's Segura to the basket.
Wow,
Comes
foul.
down hard. It's adding some fiction. Thunderbolts leaving his feet. Make it a little more exciting. Segura helped up by Stepner. Great sportsmanship there by the sophomore. And again, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but huge move by Stepner. You know, if he would have played on JV, you could see him have some video game numbers this year. But he decided to do what is best probably for Frisch and what is best for his own development as a basketball player. And he decided to come up all the way to varsity as a sophomore. Again, as Nate Neufeld checks in the game. So huge story. I heard certain players on the around the Yeshiva League, around the Frisch team, say that he could be one of the best players in the Yeshiva League, point blank period. Forget sophomore.
I heard he's a practice warrior. He's always playing his best. Always doing great stuff.
Great motor, great personality. He's a very, very likable guy. Sugar thought about the 3. No 3 there. Goes inside. Neufeld pokes it out. Segura brings it back. Neufeld getting his first action. Segura misses it. Max comes down with the rebound. Again, they got numbers before Ramaz set up their defense, and just on cue, Neufeld!
1 for 1.
Neufeld lights it up from the corner. Again, Neuf, great energy for this Frisch team. To have him coming, great defender, good spot-up player.
I mean, that's what you call a spark off the bench.
Seriously. Not to mention a great Masmid in the base medrash, unbelievable guy. Really top Midos, so gotta love Nate Neufeld. Here comes Segura into Stepner. Ooh, high arcing splash.
That was tough. Nice pump fake. Nice little floater.
I don't know. I thought that net was the worst one. I didn't realize that you could splash like that on that net.
I've never done it, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Jared misses off the back rim. Pacey comes down. Good pass for Schachter. And Schachter comes in. Again, that's the 3rd layup that Max has got. It. Definitely the easiest one of the night. But great, first of all, great effort by Pacey to come down with the rebound. And then amazing find for Schachter. Again, Schachter never giving up on the play.
That's really a defining play for what Pacey could do every single game.
Pacey, good defense, making that shot a lot harder than it could have been.
No, Rabbi, I'm in. He said I could be in. He told me.
All right, Jared's going to be throwing in. Jared's going to be throwing the ball in now. Jared's going to be checking out. I thought he was throwing the ball. And Steven Stein is going to check in. Again, Steven, Pacey, and Stepner right now on the court. So huge lineup for Frisch.
Yeah.
So let's see how that works in terms of offensive rebounding. Max, you'll get our first example, and they get an offensive rebound.
Nice rebound.
Again, not from one of the bigs, from Schachter, but probably from all the box outs. Schachter now settling it up, 30 on the shot clock. It's good, gives us another thing to reference during the game now that there's an actual shot clock. Gets the screen from Pacey, good solid screen, rolls, puts it down. Squeezes a little too much, they're gonna call a foul on the other end. Pacey's been taking some punishment on the top. Again, he's a player that, just given his play style and his frame, takes a lot of punishment down low, but a little too much on his head. We need to protect that Yiddish Kepala of his. You got to make sure that he stays safe. Seinfeld passes to Sugar again. Sugar, calm down. Really no points in his last 6 minutes as he almost goes to score. Carey misses the three, and nobody picks up Sugar. Again, if I'm Pacey, you gotta get on Sugar. Carey's got Stepner on him. Sugar to Seinfeld. Got 25 on the clock here. Sugar to Seinfeld. Back up. Here's Borkov. Been very quiet. Again, usually one of their main contributors on offense, but there's just been a lot of defenders that mimic his physicality on Frisch. 5 seconds left. Sugar, a deep one. Oh! Too spicy. Sugar from deep.
Wow.
Someone has to get this man. Put a double, put a triple.
Just put a hand in his face, please.
Goodness gracious. 20 seconds on the shot clock and 26 seconds. 6-second differential for Frisch as Pacey turns around. They call it travel before, but I saw that. Pacey taking a chrayas on that one, taking responsibility. Great trait.
I like this from the Ramaz bench. They're calling it the Sugar Show.
Oh my gosh. Moshe Dan Kestenbaum, the author of Olam Hamidos, says, what's the best trait, how you know someone has good midos?
Yeah.
When they can admit that they're wrong. Amazing midos there by Pacey. Acknowledging that what he did,
Great insight.
he did a travel, but that's okay, because he has the humility and the self-esteem to know that he's great no matter how many times he travels. Ball stolen by Schachter. Coming away with a signature steal, goes to the bucket, nearly fouled. Stepner tips it in, and they count the bucket.
Nice.
Great job following the play from Stepner, and that will knot it up as really a way to hype up the crowd, as now crowd's back into it. Could be anybody's game. Amazing basketball IQ from Stepner, knowing you wouldn't have the time to get it with two hands, and we're going to head to halftime. We will see you on the other end.
Good afternoon, Yeshiva Frisch. I'm Natalie Levine.
And I'm Alex Seligman. This is the award-winning Frisch News Network.
Welcome back to school, everyone. It's been a busy first few weeks here at Frisch with lots of exciting programming and events. Kicking off the year was our annual club fair. The festive and upbeat event really offered something for everyone, with students hosting more than 150 different clubs.
Following the club fair, club leaders had a chance to hone their leadership skills at a special leadership seminar Shabbaton held at Camp Moshe Val.
The beginning of the year also meant a really special Shabbat for our freshmen as they went on their annual Cubs to Cougars freshman retreat. Students bonded over sessions, singing, games, and more as they celebrated the start of their Frisch experience. Frisch students and faculty were honored to host Congressman Richie Torres in our yeshiva. Torres, who represents New York's 15th Congressional District, has been a staunch supporter of the American Jewish community and an ally and defender of Israel. When asked about publicly speaking out for Israel, while his colleagues in government will not, Torres had this to say.
And I refuse to live in fear. I refuse to allow myself to be bullied by the anti-Semites in American politics. Life is not a popularity contest. It's a moral undertaking.
The visit was very meaningful as we headed into Yom Kippur.
Celebrating the Chagim together also meant gathering to commemorate 1 year since the Hamas massacre on October 7, 2023. Frisch had a very meaningful student-run program to remember the innocent people killed and taken hostage on that day. Students were strengthened as they sang together and watched videos of personal stories from that terrible day. Our own Abby Rich sat down with organizers of the program to hear more. Abby?
I'm Abby Rich with Frisch News Network, and I'm here with
Maya Cohen and Eliana Newgershaw, Ella Chalamish, and Yakira Weinberg.
So, with October 7th, how has your relationship with Hashem been affected, and how have you navigated it?
Personally, I think my connection with Hashem got a lot stronger. I felt like towards the beginning I was angry with Hashem, but my rabbis taught me that part of a relationship is having strong emotions and being able to navigate them with tefillah and just learning and talking it through with my rabbis.
Yeah, so I would just say I think a lot of post-October 7th has come with doing things because we want to do them. You know, it takes a lot of work to live in the diaspora and put in that extra effort. And a lot of the reason that I think we and the general Frisch community has found an easier time doing that is because we have that community so accessible and because we have a lot of faith.
Yeah, and just to add, I also found myself just struggling a lot, just like asking the same question, like, why does this happen to us? Why is this happening to us? Why does this constantly happen to us? And I think, kind of like what Eliana said, my relationship with Hashem from there got a lot stronger because I incorporated a lot more into my davening and just doing all these acts that I later then realized were a lot of mitzvot. And yeah.
So, what do you think is the best thing that American Jews can do to support Israel in all this?
I think it's really important to keep it at the forefront of our mind, whether it's chesed or just like going through a list of names of people who died on the 7th.
David Coney, Doran Steinbacher.
Really anything that like can make you feel like you're part of it is like very important, I think.
I think it's really important that we educate people on what the right side of history is.
As of this year, I started an internship with Stand With Us, which is an organization that spreads awareness on anti-Semitism and anti-Israel sentiment. Like Ella said before, that this is a mental and emotional war. It's so important to just have Israel on your mind at all times. If all of Klal Yisrael has Israel on our minds, it does make an impact.
The thing that the American and Jewish people gained the most out of October 7th and what we took away was this understanding for gratitude and how important it is to take everything day by day and to appreciate things as they are and not as they could be. So with that being said, I think inspiring, people who don't live in Israel, people who live in America, specifically American Jews, to help them understand what are the things that you could be taking for granted, but actually you're going to do the opposite. You're going to give them to other people. You're going to help provide for other people who don't have that luxury and kind of keeping everyone in mind at all times.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Abby, Rich, from Frisch News, back to studio.
Thank you, Abby. Now that you've heard the shofar blasts awaken your senses to Teshuvah, ever wonder how those shofar masters do it? Lolly Rumor asked Frisch's own expert Baal Tokea to share his shofar secrets. Lolly?
So Charles, I hear you're pretty good at the shofar.
Yeah, I'd like to think I'm good at it, but I've only been playing for about a year, and I haven't had that much practice, but I think all things considered, I'm okay.
Do you have any tips for other people?
So each shofar is a very different instrument. So that is to say, this is an organic product, basically. It comes from a ram, and each ram is obviously going to be different. Each shofar is handmade, generally. I've never heard of like a manufactured shofar. So basically the idea is that like the different intricacies of the shofar, like the mouthpiece or just the way the inside of the shofar is shaped, that's going to affect the way it sounds, how easy or difficult it is to play. So what I would recommend is just to practice. Now there's the basic technique. You have to buzz your lips into the mouthpiece, and then that'll produce the noise. So that's what you have to do. That's the basic technique. But again, it requires a lot of practice. You need to know where to put it on your mouth. And that's just something you figure out with time.
What's your longest ever time to blow the shofar?
That's a difficult question because I've definitely blown the shofar at home and I've been able to do it for a while. I think my longest time that anyone's ever recorded here at Frisch is about 15 seconds, I'd like to say. But I'm sure I could do longer than that.
Do you want to try right now?
Okay.
Okay, and welcome back. Rabbi P, how do I sound? Do I sound good? Audio sounds good? Great. Okay, welcome back to the second half. A surprisingly locked-in, tight game. Frisch versus Ramaz right now is one of the best rebbeim in Frisch. Rabbi Yosef Weinberger walks by. And I didn't just say that because he's right in front of me, and now he's gone. So really surprisingly close game between Frisch and Ramaz. Ramaz again missing their best player Isaac Ohion to a ACL injury, and they're still locked in thanks to some heroic efforts from Nate Sugar and company. He's been shooting sweet from behind the line. And honestly, the key for Ramaz is to honestly just stop Frisch from playing in transition.
Yeah.
Something that Frisch is much better at. and you have to make sure to make this a half-court game. Something that'll be very positive for them.
Yeah.
Again, I still think Frisch has the edge in that, but what do you think? Frisch could do?
I mean, Frisch obviously needs to stop the Sugar Show from continuing, and I think they need to get the ball inside, use their advantage in the paint, get some easy layups, and take an easy lead.
Here is Seinfeld, high arcing shot, and he drains it. Flexes the elbows on that one.
It's exactly the opposite of what Frisch needed.
Wow, great job by Frisch to let up a wide open 3 to start the half. And again, Neufeld shuffled. I noticed that one. I wasn't going to point it out to anyone, of course, but Neufeld caught the ball, and just like Kobe Jason's doing right now under the rim, did a little bit of a shuffle. So moonwalking is great, but let's save it for Shiria. Seinfeld. Again, great job by Frisch. Make Ramaz play in this deep out, no open looks offense that is going to make them force up bad shots.
Just these bad shots aren't going in, unfortunately.
Chance of we want Citron from the crowd, no comment. Here is Sugar from the logo. Honestly, the way he's shooting, you should pull it.
Wow.
CD. Again, CD really has not been as, Segura, big hustle play, falls down, but it's off of him. Honestly, I'm surprised CD started the game, was out for a huge amount of time.
Yeah.
Maybe just they like the small ball looks that they got to open up Sugar. But very interesting to see.
Are these more pro Citron chants going on right now?
I think he's a fan favorite is what they say.
He's been a fan favorite. Look at him smiling on the bench.
Here's Stepner inside. They try to take a charge. Again, could have finished that. Sugar, just some points on the technique. Probably should have stayed in place if he wanted the charge to be taken.
Good pass.
Could have even been a block. Stepner comes down with that one. Stepner, good handle there. Finds Noof. Corner, boom! Second 3 from Neufeld. And Neufeld lights it up. Zeke Offberg, a dear acquaintance of his, celebrating it.
I think Noof is really cementing his spot in the lineup right now.
I think Noof right now is reminding me of when Moshe Rabbeinu first got called on by Hashem. He's like, yeah, you're ready. As Burkhoff hits his first shots of the game.
2 minutes into the second half.
That's surprising. Here comes Jared.
Max getting picked up from half court right
Noof
now.
throws it to the Majestic Magician. Pacey sets the screen. I think we need to solidify that as his nickname, by the way.
The Majestic Magician for
Jared?
That's
him. Here
I
it
like
is. Eminem to Schachter. Schachter inside. Contact on Burkhoff. Spin move. Ooh, tried to be like Saquon on that one. Again, you will just see Max Schachter take on much bigger players because he is just more physical. Here is Sugar to Seinfeld. Seinfeld spots it up, guarded back by Schachter, and you're going to time out now for the coach Ramaz. Again, they like what they're doing so far to open up the second half, and they want to see if they can hold on to this lead and try to prevent Frisch from storming back. Miss G actually just walked into the broadcast, which much to the delight of all the seniors. Of course, one of the best teachers that Frisch has to offer. Although all of our teachers are great.
Tough test today.
Hi, this is Tracy Wolfson with CBS Sports, and you're watching the Cougar Nation Network.
And now we're back. Again, if anybody's just joining the stream, you only missed a couple things, a couple words. Nate Sugar, Nate Neufeld, Batman. And that's really been the story of the game so far. And Batman's been playing, honestly, not as many points from Zima and not as many minutes.
Yeah.
Again, a little bit of a minutes restriction because of he's still coming back from having facial surgery. But Sugar turns around. Holy cow. Crazy shot there from Sugar. Here comes Neufeld. Iron knees and all.
I like Pacey here, one-on-one down low.
Schachter up to Stepner. Stepner, the only 6'3" center you will see taking it up from the top of the key. Ooh. Stepner from the side logo. Gets stripped again, something that we've seen a couple times already. As Stepner races down, tried to block it off the backboard, but was not able to catch in time. Again, Stepner has so much skill on the perimeter, but it is not as a ball handler that Frisch needs him. And looks like actually the barrier just ripped on the side. So they never got found to Segura before, I guess. Schachter strips the ball. Again, you saw him just like Jose Alvarez. Alvarado, thank you. You know, Pat Bev steal that one.
Pat Bev playing in Israel now.
Oh, yeah. Sugar misses the shot. And here comes Jared. Throws it to Pacey. Pacey spots up. Good footwork. A little too hard. And he's kicking himself because he knew that he made a great move.
Yeah.
Again, if you look at our student section, there is a significant population of people of the female ethnicity missing, probably because they're all at Israel night. So of course, Segura puts it in. Of course, we miss our female supporters as well. We miss their energy, but we've been trying to make up for it with the guys pulling for Zimai.
Ziggy, now he also got Schiffman to the scorers table.
Oh, baby.
First appearance of the game.
Oh, baby. Neufeld looking for another three. Fouled, but no foul was called as the keeper goes whizzing off. And the ball goes out of bounds. Segura has been bullying that thing as
Segura
it comes up hobbling. Again, that thing looks soft, that tarp.
It's
but,
not.
No, it is not. It is kind of like oobleck.
It packs a punch.
Yeah, it's soft if you touch it, but if you run into it, it hurts. And here comes Schiffman, a little bit of a pep in his step. Looks excited, talking with Seinfeld. I'm sure talking trash, as he does. Again, if I'm Schiffman, I do not know why Coach put him on the low block.
I have no idea.
Schiffman is the best shooter you've ever seen. So yes, there you go, much better. Stepner inside, a little bit of a steps, but he took some gallops to the bucket, but he got fouled. And here's Stepner now to the line, where you will get a look at the most flawless free throw form. And I hope not to. We don't believe in jinxing.
Announcers jinx.
It's all hashgacha pratis, but just watch this. Everyone quiet. It's perfect. It's so perfect.
And Ziggy.
Fun fact that I have never seen him miss a free throw.
Not once.
Nope, never once. And not now either. Not now either. And it's going to be a timeout from Coach Jensen, as we're going to see a timeout from Coach Jensen. We're going to see if maybe he can get Zimai back in the game. Again, we never know because we only know from our end on what's going on. Again, it could be something injury related. Hopefully not. But again, a little surprised. Zimai came out. He was running the offense the whole beginning of the time, and he just has not been in the game for the past, I don't know, 14 minutes of game time. Which has been something a little shocking.
And Ziggy, Stebner at the free throw line made me realize that it seems like Frisch kind of gave up on running the offense through Stebner through the high post, and now they're kind of putting him at the top, almost like really running the offense, kind of like how a point guard does. And I think they were honestly more successful with him at the high post, just passing it down low or passing out to the wing or just taking it himself. So I hope we could see a transition back to that.
Nope, I agree with you 100%. I think they definitely do have to get back to that.
But I have faith in Coach Jensen and his committee. I'll say that.
We shall see. We shall see. I hope so. And the five coming out now for Frisch. Stepner, Schiffman, Jared Reich, the Majestic Magician, Pacey Jacoby, Max Schachter. We're going to get it to stick. Hopefully by the end of the game, all of Frisch will know the name Majestic Magician. But we'll see. And if he ever decides for a career change, we gave him the name. So I will take royalties if they come. Here's Seinfeld working on Schachter. I think great matchup there. Two players I think that play very similar in terms of size. As bad rotation, and Seinfeld hits the three. Again, he pulled out the ball, and Schachter predicted the pass, but it didn't happen as Seinfeld drills it. Again, the ref picks up a keeper. Looked a little interested. Maybe he wanted to put it on. but
Risky pass.
didn't happen. As the ball goes, Ramaz ball, good call there by the ref.
I mean, this quarter has really been all Ramaz so far, offensively.
Yeah, again, remember we started in a tied half, so right now Ramaz is +7, which given the amount of points that these games comes down to is huge. CD, who just came back into the game, Sugar wide open, and that is just too much space for Nate Sugar, as he hits his 6th 3 of the game. Ridiculous shooting there from Nate Sugar.
I mean, how are we 6 minutes into the game and Sugar's still getting into the quarters? Sugar's still getting wide open looks from the wing.
Stepner taking it from the top of the key. Stepner again pulls up, great shooting, and that's really what Stepner is great at. But still, you do not want to have Stepner managing those the handle on there. It's just dangerous for the team. Again, we're only saying this because we know how valuable he is in every other regard. As Segura misses the shot.
That's a rip through. You know, the NBA took away that foul.
Oh yeah, we have not caught up to the NBA. We in terms of athletic ability, we're gonna get there one day. As Segura ices the first shot.
We're already closing the gap, I feel like.
And yeah, seriously, I mean, we have Josh Schiffman. Who do they have?
We have a celebrity. We have Jewish Dunker. Shout
Jewish
out.
Dunker. Holy cow, 46-inch vert. If anybody has not seen it, at Jewish Dunker on Instagram,
Shout
TikTok, YU Torah. You can find him anywhere. Here comes Schachter going up against Carey. Again, already a 10-point lead for Ramaz. Something that nobody would have predicted if we told you before the game. Stepner, deep look, kaboom, puts it in. Great shot there by Stepner.
Wow.
A lot of people, when they take those deep shots here, it's no, 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 yes. For Stepner, those are his shots. Again, his form, because of the amount of strength and power that he has, is Schachter tips it up. Reinhardt gets a hand. Schachter on CD, the reach, and they tie it up. And I believe who started with the...
There we go.
It's going to go to Frisch ball, right? So as in, what were we saying? We're probably saying something smart. Oh, Stepner. Because of Stepner's size and efficiency in terms of there's no hitch in his jump shot, really, if you were to pull it from right here, his jump shot would look exactly the same. So he's got to get to that. Gets easily, misses the finger roll, and he's mad at himself. But you just saw one step from the three-point line. Just really, really fun to watch. He's added a huge new dimension to this team. Dangerous pass to Carey. Carey on Stepner. Stepner foul. I was about to compliment Stepner on his perimeter defense. But again, a little bit of the poke from behind, which is probably what the refs saw. Usually it's only when they go around that is called a foul, but even from the side, ref was a little machmir on this one.
Yeah.
Colin Beishamai.
And Ziggy, Ramaz is making a lot of these lollipop passes that I feel like Frisch should be intercepting. A lot of them are sliding by.
Lollipop passes. Do you trademark that?
I think that was Coach
Dangerous gamble. Sugar drills his 7th 3. Holy cow. Nate Sugar.
Goodness.
And again, judging based off the reactions of the Ramaz players, I'm guessing he does not do this every game.
7 threes. Nobody does this every game.
And a foul there by Segura again. Segura has been flying to the paint.
Super high motor guy.
Every single time, but again, the aggression was not to his benefit on that time.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Jared Frisch.
Interesting. Again, but Jared has not had so much action on the offensive end. Here's Pacey, pulls the ball out, and they're going to keep the ball. 2.8 seconds left. I am setting a down screen. Give me Jesse Reinhardt, set a screen to Stepner on the opposite side. Give me a Stepner from the top of the key.
Coach.
There you go. Here's the screen. Schachter.
Oh, they had Schachter.
Throws it to Jesse, opposite of what I said. Euro steps. Wow.
I mean, that was a great play drawn up by Coach Jensen. Again, Max flared into the inside there, but they just
they
missed
had
it.
a lot of options. But as we head to the commercial break, and we'll see you right on the other side.
Good afternoon, Yeshiva Frisch. I'm Abby Rich, and you're watching the award-winning Frisch News Network. Today, all our minds are on election day in the USA, but in Yeshiva Frisch, our hearts are always with our brothers and sisters still being held hostage in Gaza. We had the unique privilege to host in our yeshiva a special speaker who was herself a hostage and was miraculously saved, Mia Shem. Mia Shem described her harrowing experience being held by Hamas in the tunnels of Gaza for 55 days. She was kidnapped from the Nova Festival, shot in the arm at point-blank range by the terrorists, and taken captive. Without medical attention and with little food and water, she managed to survive based on her fortitude and faith in Hashem. Here she is in her own words.
You know, as we go looking a little bit ahead at this season, again, obviously Frisch we know is going to be a team that's a contender, but Ramaz already at 2-0. Ramaz already at 2-0, and they could take this game. What do you think about their chances of doing something that they saw their older counterparts do in their sophomore year, take home the ship this year?
Well, they were the older counterparts then, no? In sophomore year, they were the oldest half of the bunch when they made it to the ship.
No, wasn't it varsity that won that year?
I think I'm not sure, but I think the JV Ramaz team sophomore year made it to the championship. I could be wrong.
Interesting. Because I believe Maggin took it home, unless it was Ramaz. You might be right.
No, I think they just made it. I don't think they won.
Sugar looking for his eighth three. Apologize. But they called timeout.
What happened?
Looks like a timeout 18 seconds in, unless it's an official's timeout. A little surprising there.
And Ziggy, Frisch down 10, about 7.5 to go. What do you think is going to be the key to the offensive explosion that they need to obviously have in this quarter?
I mean, if Frisch wants to storm back, again, they're supposed to be in this game. They're not supposed to be in this game. They're supposed to be winning this game. So if they want to be winning this game, they have to do the things that have made them so successful earlier in the year. And again, I can't speak past anything that's might be a potential injury, but they gotta put a Zimai in the game. But I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. They have to have Stepner again. As much as it's very hard without Zimai, they have to have Stepner manage the offense, not from the top of the key, but from the low post or spot out. We got to have the ball in and out of his hands in order for him to be efficient, because what's happening is not only are you potentially having turnovers and potentially minimizing his ability to be the best offensive player he could be, you're taking him out of the screening game by making him handle other things. And again, when you then have your primary screeners have Max turn into a screener, I mean, Max is a wall, but but that's not what we need. Sugar to Seinfeld. Seinfeld again. You can't just dribble down the clock and nurse your lead because of the shot clock. It's one of the great things that we have. Now we have 8 seconds on the shot clock. See if Ramaz has a sense of urgency. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. 2. And the ball is taken away. They're going to call a shot clock violation.
And Ziggy, it worked there, but I think Frisch is in a 2-1-2 right now with Jared in the middle, but I mean, they're a huge team compared to Ramaz, and they're giving up a lot of threes. I think it's time to reconsider and maybe switch to a 3-2.
Interesting. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're right. They haven't been beaten on anything inside the arc in about honestly, since the beginning of the second quarter. Stepner goes inside. Hard shot. Oh, good effort by him. Saves it. Again, amazing basketball IQ again by Stepner. But it's hard to have him creating his own shot in there.
Yeah.
If you're Frisch, you need to create looks. Coach Jensen has to create a look for him to get much easier shots and maximize his talents. Schachter, here's the screen from Stepner. Opportunity for a roll or a pop. Schachter takes it to the bucket and gets the line. Again, easy offense. That's what you need. Get Stepner in the pick action and be able to maximize whatever comes out of that. So far, nothing bad has happened from the team going downhill and from Stepner setting screens.
Ziggy, I don't know if you play any 2K.
Oh, yeah.
So I think if you've ever used like the Celtics or back in the day the Mavericks with Christian Wood, I think we need to see Ziggy. I think we need to see Stepner in some pick and roll, pick and pop, rotating between the two, trying to create shots for him instead of setting down screens for him every single possession. He gets tripled every single time. It just leads to a tough take, and obviously, you could capitalize on those, but it's just it's unnecessary.
If you are going to set a down screen for him, let it be a down screen for him to pop up to the wing, as opposed to a down screen for him to then take the ball in ISO. Because all you're doing then is bringing an extra defender.
Is that the Frisch bell?
That is the Frisch bell, which signifies broadcast over. Just kidding, everyone. We're going to remain on. I believe that bell is for, again, what we mentioned before, the Israel night. Letting them know something. As Max goes for the steal, risky play. Borkoff to Segura. Segura to Seinfeld.
How
open
is
look.
Sugar open again?
Yeah, Sugar is open again. Great play either. I couldn't tell whether it was Neufeld or Schachter. Stick that big foot in. Again, you don't really get a personal foul or a turnover from sticking your foot in. So if you can get your foot, great play to avoid that wide open Sugar 3, which I am 85% sure he would have made as his 8th 3, which is ridiculous. Here is Borkoff, Yeshiva League travel. I saw that one from miles away. It's called the Yeshiva League travel because if you catch it and you run with the ball, it's something that is called in the Yeshiva League more than any league on the planet. Says Rapatinsky, pack your bags. Thanksgiving coming up. Some of our esteemed peers are going to Thanksgiving because they're going to travel. Here comes Neufeld. Neufeld to Schachter to Jared. Jared, here comes an announcement on the PA.
Wow. They're trying to take our spot.
Jesse to Neuf, yes. Mad diss. Reinhardt spots in to Schachter. Schachter, good defense by Ramaz, but it only, oh my goodness. Is that a pass or a shot? Good assist there by Schachter. At least we're going to give it to him. Again, maybe some distraction from the PA. Was that organized by Frisch to get the defense thrown off?
That's some simple home field advantage.
Wow. We got if Toby's watching right now, would be the perfect time to call Nate Sugar to the office, please. Please call. I think he didn't sign in at davening this morning. I think you should go check him in.
Now, Ramaz on offense really, really hurts me because I'm a Kentucky fan, and if you guys remember Jack Golke with like the million threes, and he was open every single time. So
unbelievable comparison.
I think they just need to put a body on Sugar right now, please.
If you want to talk about a box in one, I love Jesse Reinhardt and Nate Neufeld. Like they're unbelievable guys. But if you want to contain Nate Sugar, you got to have, as Segura puts it in.
My goodness.
You need to have Jared or Max on Sugar if you want to contain him.
But Bobby's also hitting a lot of these tough shots from the elbow. It's really hurting Frisch because that's what they're trying to prevent.
Again, Frisch was getting much, much closer.
Amazing. And
now they bring it right back within 6 every single time. Again, Ramaz has no true center. Forget center. They have no true forward on the court right now. Right now, Carey's playing forward at about 5'5", 5'6". That is not something that you can't take advantage of. Sugar looking for his 8th 3, and he's fouled.
You really
and missed
can't
it.
Foul, man.
Holy.
But, Ziggy, I don't know if you noticed that. I think he put up that shot because I think I heard some people in the sounds going 3, 2, 1 in reference to the shot clock, but I don't know. Something fishy's going on.
Interesting. Fascinating. I mean, Sugar, I don't want to call it out, but Sugar has been earlier in the game. He has been shooting out that leg sometimes, which has not been a problem because he's been so wide open. So I'm wondering if
no, you're 100%
if our at-home coaches could go watch that one back and see if maybe that was drawn by what could have been a potential offensive foul.
No, you're 100% right.
And they always talk about in the NBA of don't foul a three-point shooter, because let's say he's 40% from the three-point line, he's 90% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So again, I think in the Yeshiva League, there's something about the free throw shooting that I'm kind of fine when a player has scored 7 threes. I'm kind of fine taking the foul and making him earn it at the line. Obviously, that's not what we want to do, but if you give me those two options, right now he's 1 for 2. That's already less points than he'd be getting if he just shot the straight 3, which I'm very confident he would have made.
Yeah, and I always think about this. 40% in the NBA is kind of the threshold for a good three-point shooter, somewhere around there. So what do you think that is in the Yeshiva League? You think no way it's that high?
In the Yeshiva League, because of the sporadic nature of the teams that you play being on such varying levels of opportunity, and you have a lot of times different roles on different nights. Honestly, when it comes to being a contributor, it's not about percentage. It really just is about getting those 1, 2, 3 three-pointers made in a night. Right? Forget the volume.
Yeah.
We're not in a hyper-efficient league, so if anybody can make that quantity of 3, the efficiency at that point doesn't even matter, because as long as you're providing that offensive spark. Hot take.
No, I 100% agree. I remember when I was coaching my kids back at Camp Morashah, my campers, and people were shooting 2 for 4 from 3. I was telling them, would I rather you shoot 2 for 4 or would I rather you shoot 4 for 10? You know? Maybe not, but that was Coach Eli. We won the championship. No, I'm kidding. We didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, wow. I was about to say, so it looks like what you said was right. But any coaches looking out there, let's see. Sugar, is he going to prove us right? Sugar hits. Okay, still 2 points, not 3. So the lead remains 8. Let's see if Frisch can take this one down. Maybe get a 3, cut it to 5. Let's see what Frisch can do.
Milgram back in the game.
Good screen there by Stepner. Schachter thought about it. Again, they got to space out a little better. Make sure that they're not clogged up.
Stepner has a crazy mismatch right now that I think
right now
need to
on
capitalize
carry.
on.
Again, Schachter just not seeing it, and they feed him inside. Gets in, and they called a foul there. Go
foul
right back to that one as, again, for those just hopping in, Zach Milgram has been out of the game for a while. We had a whole Batman night in his honor. Even have Yehuda Faragin wearing a facial mask in the crowd, and he just got back in the game, which is going to be huge for this Frisch offense. Reinhardt thought about the deep 3. Good decision. Throw it inside to Stepner, please. Hashem Yishmor. Throws it past the Zimai mid-range. That is his range for Zimai. And Batman shoots it from Gotham City. That didn't make sense. It'll make sense later, don't worry.
That is 100% his shot, though.
It's like his zone. That's like his back cave. Okay, a little better.
Oh, there
a
we go.
little better. Sugar throws it inside. Carey, surprised to find himself so open. So surprised that he missed it to Jared. Here comes Jared pushing the pace. What you need. Throws it to Reinhardt. Thought about the 3. Step back. Shot way off.
Tough shot.
And Zimai stolen by Jared. Jared dives. Stepner to Zimai. Boom! And he throws it in. And Jared roars to the crowd. Fires him up.
I mean,
as they say, turn me up.
That ended with a Zimai bucket, but that started with Jared effort.
Schachter, oh, they're calling a kick. That is so debatable. I think it hit the hand first and then the foot. But ref saw something different. They're going to call a kick directly. But again, huge momentum, but that would have been huge for Frisch. That was potentially a 4, depending on how this possession goes, could be a 4-point swing where they could have brought it within 2 points. Zimai says, I got ball. One thing he's taken on has been huge for this team, has been very, very vocal on defense.
Yeah.
Again, in addition to the physical tools that he has, he's been being very, very scary with his mask. He's been being very, very vocal, which has helped this defense be admittedly the best defense in the Yeshiva League so far this year, bar none.
And I don't know if you could hear it, but the tension in the room right now is palpable.
Yeah, wow, you can cut it with a cheese grater.
There we go.
Stepner and Jared, I don't know why you would cut tension with a cheese grater, but Stepner and Jared came in on that. Jared pushes inside, Euro, under, holy cow. You saw when Jared got the ball, he was going to the bucket, and he squeezed under. He almost got a very awkward angle layup finish, but was not able to finish it. But again, I love the aggression. Anytime Jared plays aggressive, he plays much, much better. We saw, honestly, earlier in the first half, we saw him play a lot more lackadaisical.
Yeah.
And right now, him and Segura have kind of been switching off their MOs.
Great vocab word there.
Thank you. As we hear, what did I say?
Lackadaisical?
Fascinating. Sometimes I surprise even myself. And as we hear Jared go to the line, there's a hush. Quiet in Gotham City. As Jared, I didn't see, boom. Good Gotham reference. Thank God. And let's see what this Frisch team has in their utility belt. Jared misses the first one. The second one, sorry, Stepner. They call a foul on the other end on Stepner.
I really don't like that.
Wacky call, but 2 players going over Stepner's back as he's being pulled back, and he still corrals the rebound. And foul called on him. Not a very big fan of that call, if I'm being blunt. And that was huge. That could have been Frisch tying the game.
You've got to be joking.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
I'm done.
You crack yourself up.
I do.
Speaking of Seinfeld, someone else who cracks people up. Here he comes, throws it to Zimai. Zimai inside, pointy elbows. Misses it. Sorry, had to be mentioned. Schachter tried to take it away as Seinfeld smartly takes it back. Here's Zimai.
That's a shot that Zimai usually hits.
And they call a timeout. The question is if we have our internet sleuths related to Jerry Seinfeld. Is he? I'm saying it quietly.
He has the same last name. I don't know.
His mom is right next to us. Are you, he related to Jerry Seinfeld?
Oh wow. I'm.
Ah.
Okay, Asaf's grandfather's father and Jerry Seinfeld's grandfather.
Oh, okay.
The same shtetl.
Oh my goodness. We have breaking news.
So you're shtetl related.
Breaking news for the cast. For anybody who is wondering, Asaf Seinfeld is very, 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 very distantly almost related to Jerry Seinfeld. They come from the same shtetl. So the more you know. If anybody could find that shtetl,
it's a small world.
You get a free muffin tomorrow at the Den.
And my wife and Jerry Seinfeld went to the same college.
And Rabbi Patinsky's wife and Jerry Seinfeld went to the same college.
Wow. Look
so
at
that's
that.
telling me that you guys are mishpacha. So, you know, Frisch.
It's such a small world.
Right? We come to the broadcast and we thought that we were just going to have an unbelievable cast. Little did we know we were also going to bridge families, you know, close up those gaps. So amazing to see that even within a Ramaz Frisch rivalry, we can still recognize our closeness and connection as the Jewish people.
And I love
now
to see
time to destroy the Rams.
I love to see President Sush hyping up the crowd right now.
Let's just say, is it the Akeda? Because a Ram's about to come out of nowhere and get shechted.
Wow. A little aggressive.
Here comes Frisch wearing red. Is that predicting a little something about the blood of the Ram? I don't want to get a little too graphic, but Borkov misses that one. And here comes Reinhardt fighting away. Ooh.
Both refs unanimously agree.
Yeah. Unanimous decision to go the other way, as now Frisch is getting hype.
I think Frisch needs Addie Levine in this game.
I would say so as well. Addie Levine and Judah Lewis, for some reason, I feel like their personalities would go very, very well, as well as Zeke Offberg. But what
Addie
can I
Levine,
say?
Judah Lewis, that's my IFL team.
Yeah, our IFL team.
Oh, yes.
Eli and I on the same team. I'm a little injured, but not so important right now. Schachter misses the three. Stepner comes down and throws it right to Schachter. Schachter was open, and they found him, but he was on the wrong team. Stepner, holy cow, moves. Reinhardt passes. Jared, three. Bang! Jared, turn me up, Jared Reich, and give me the hot sauce. Hand down, man down. Jared Reich ties the game, and I think I just accidentally used up all of my three-point celebrations from the year. So if I'm a little dry, that's why.
Oh my goodness.
We're rhyming, we're doing good.
Let's go. That's exactly what Frisch needed and exactly what Jared needed.
If you look at Jared, he is locked in. It's what I call his bald eagle face. When you see those eyebrows go up like the Rock, you know you are about to get rocked by Jared.
I got a little scared, even from sitting here.
Yeah, personally, when I see that, if I'm taking a test and I look over and I see Jared, I'm a little nervous.
Wow.
So, but that's his focus. Michael Jordan, he always said that when he used to watch his dad going to work, he would see him stick out his tongue, and he took it on. I don't know what Jared Reich's dad does, but I would not want to be at a law firm and see Mr. Reich put down those eyebrows and know I'm cooked.
I mean, Frisch, what are they? They're probably on like something like a 10-0 run right now, something near that.
It's a 10-2 run.
This is exactly obviously what they needed. They're executing perfectly right now. Keep up the defense, continue the offense. Let's end this game.
Again, Nate Sugar, hard to say that about a player who scored 7 threes, but has gone ice cold so far this fourth quarter. Really almost no offense other than a shot from Segura.
Yeah.
So let's see as CD checks back into the game. Let's see if he can try
Bobby on the bench.
Bobby Segura.
Yeah.
Wow. Surprising play, as well as Borkov. So surprising.
Yeah,
as now they also check in number 14, Joseph Tusi, trying to do a Tusi slide for the first time in the game. And I apologize because he probably gets that a lot. But Jared shifting over as Frisch comes in a 3-2. Oh, Coach Cohen.
Thank you.
Good job. But again, it's like a high 3-2. So they're really preventing the three-point shooting. So okay, now they're coming into not really so organized, but a 3-2 again. Seinfeld, wow. Amazing body control there, coming to the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Those shots are a lot harder than they look. as the bell rings again.
No, that was amazing. Really.
A minute left as the intensity in the room increases. Stepner! Oh! The jelly fillet
Oy, oy, oy.
in the state of origin.
That would have sent the crowd into more than a frenzy.
Yauchi Mama almost got that one. Here's Seinfeld looking to manage the game again. Found him using up the clock.
Frisch really needs to prevent a 2-possession lead right here.
Here it is. They call a foul. Shocking foul. Stepner had his hands on all ball. And refs are really punishing Stepner so far, I think, this game.
I mean, regardless, though, I don't think it's so necessary to double team over there in the corner. Actually, never mind.
Get a trap.
Get a trap. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. I don't feel so good about that foul call. Again, still, Jared locked in. Watch him on the screen with the action to Sugar. Again, now you have Reinhardt and Reich on the side of Sugar, so some length and some athleticism trying to prevent that three-point shooting. And it's another timeout taken by Ramaz.
How many do they have?
Yeah, I was about to say, they have a lot of timeouts in that bag. And I feel like they've been using them. And normally a team either uses them sporadically or at the end. They've done both, but they've somehow still have a bag full of timeouts.
What is this crowd chant in direction of Ramaz?
I am not sure.
I think they also are commenting on the suspicious use of timeouts, but
interesting. I thought they were complimenting them on their Sterling Midos, but I guess not. Whatever. As we see Rabbi Morris, baseline, another one of our esteemed Rebbeim. And Morris, good to see him in much better health. Of course, he was not. We missed him in the beginning of the year, as he had some surgery on his knee. But Baruch Hashem, he's back, and we feel some added aura in the building now that Rabbi Morris is back. So, it's kind of quiet in here.
Quiet. I mean, Frisch down 2.
Again,
34.
A little bit of a subdued crowd. I don't know if maybe it's the late game, the lack of the girls who are at the Israel Fair.
Maybe the macro test today maybe has something to do with
test
it.
that took a lot out of me, as we see Miss G sitting baseline. She's gonna have an enjoyable weekend grading all those.
Wasn't enjoyable for me, I'll tell you.
Nope. But Baruch Hashem, that's over. So now we can enjoy the game, enjoy our beautiful refs, and enjoy this the Frisch 3 that's about to be made. You heard it here first. You know how sometimes you're...
I see a Stepner and one, actually.
You know how sometimes you look at ESPN and they predict the shot that's made before you see it on the TV?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I just did. Frisch is going to, like you said, Stepner 3, spots out, hits it from the wing. 25 seconds. Again, you have an 8-second differential. If I'm Seinfeld, ooh, there is absolutely zero reason to do that. No, don't do that. Max, don't foul, please.
Why are you fouling?
That's what Mr. Benishachter said. He said absolutely no reason to be fouling. What'd they do? What happened? What
was just called?
They called a delay of game? No? Technical foul?
Delay of game, I think.
Flagrant?
Delay of game, I think.
Illegal motion? 12 men on the field?
I don't understand what's happening.
How they called it pass interference. Is Zimai back into the game? Trying to get some length and, of course, three-point shooting. Please do not foul. No. Oh, now they actually do have to foul because they reset. Why'd they reset the shot clock?
I'm so confused.
I am absolutely bamboozled. If we could get someone say that's a huge difference in the game to wow.
I mean, did Frisch might have just gifted them a 2-possession lead here? I really hope not.
No, if anything, the officiating gifted it, because there was some call, and then unless it's a foul, which there's no foul called while there's a timeout, there was absolutely no reason to reset the shot clock, which forced Frisch to foul, which gave Ramaz a 2-possession lead. That is huge. We need to dissect all of that at the end of the game.
Come on.
Here comes Stepner. Stepner again. You do not need a 3 now as he goes. And 1 would have been huge. But again, a great player to go to the line right now. As we're going to watch a hush fall on this Cougar crowd.
I really want to figure out what that call was back there, though. I'm still a little hung on that.
I'm absolutely bamboozled. That was huge, huge call. But right now we'll save our curiosity for later, so that we don't disrupt Sir Isaac Stepner Shlita.
Please, please, please.
I implore you, may you please, pretty please, make the shot. It would make me very happy. Stepner goes
Coach
up.
Jensen indicating to foul right away.
A screen from Ramaz, which is terrible sportsmanship, as Segura admonishes the junior who made that screen. Again, great sportsmanship by Segura. Stepner.
There we go.
Still, I've never seen him miss a free throw.
Foul
Here's
right away.
Borkoff. Anyone but Sugar. Oh, nearly a 5-second violation. Okay, timeout. If you call a timeout that you do not have, that is a technical foul. And I do not know how many timeouts we're holding, but you get 5 timeouts per half, and so far that was at least 16.
You get 5 per half?
5, no, maybe per game. I'm not sure what's going on. So 2 things to clarify. Oh, Aleph, what in the world is that call? And Bays, we need to figure out how do they have so many timeouts. So if we can get anybody to do a Hakira into that, try to figure out the lumdus behind what in the world just happened.
Can we have a ref interview?
Yes,
is that
please.
legal?
Yes, please. Got to interview the zebras.
Stripes.
Oh, yeah. I was not speaking about anything other than the color of their shirt. That's it. That's it. We love our refs.
But, okay, so let's say Ramaz hits one, misses one. What do you think Frisch does?
Ramaz hits one, misses one. I'm Frisch, honestly. I'm still coming down. I'm not taking a 3 right away. Assuming you have 15 seconds, right, you come down, you score on the inside, and get an easy Stepner bucket, that gives you 15 seconds to work with.
I like
and this
that.
team is not automatic. If they keep going, if Ramaz keeps going, hit one, miss one, hit one, miss one, and Frisch is getting 2 every time.
No, I agree.
Again, you just have to do that twice, and then you're back in the lead.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe get another
But honestly,
foul
it
down
would be
there.
even better if I were to suggest for Ramaz, go down the court, but then just pass it to Max Schachter, let him get an open layup. I think is the best possible play that you can get.
That.
So again, if I'm Ramaz, I'm looking for Schachter here on the pass.
And let's get interesting. Where is the scenario where Ramaz fouls when they're up 3?
Let's do the situation where they pass it to Schachter, then they do
fine. We can live with that one.
And then they do a flying flagrant kick to the face.
Wow.
And then, I mean, not nothing against Max, but just to get us some free throws. As Stepner bothering the inbound, it's Zimai. They call a jump. He's not going to stay. That's Ramaz's ball because we got the last jump. But holy cow. Okay, Samui, I love you like a brother, but that is most definitely Ramaz's ball. Let's do it again. Run that one back.
I think we need the fans to get behind him right now. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Here's Stepner again. Definitely that ginormous frame. No. He throws it ahead. Intercepted. Oh, it's stolen. And they call a timeout with 20 seconds left. 2-point game. Hold on to your socks. Stay right here. Don't change the channel. This is where dreams are made. You're in the backyard. Your name is Zach Milgram. Your name is Isaac Stepner. And there's 19 seconds left on the clock. You're going up against Frisch's greatest rival, Ramaz. You're proving Rabbi Sina wrong. Okay, greatest rival for this game. I'll say the same thing about Maggie next game. You're going up against the greatest rival, Ramaz. And you're waiting to give the dagger. It's a 2-point game, and you're looking for a 3. This is where Cougars are made. And Freshman Retreat. But also here.
Wow.
And where else?
And Batman, he says.
And Batman.
Well, Ziggy, I don't know if you were just doing this for dramatic effect, but you want a 3 here?
Yes, please.
I want a 3-point made. I don't know if I want a 3-point attempt.
Interesting. So, how about this? Give me a shot and give me Stepner going up on the follow.
Okay.
Just insurance play.
I'll take it.
Give me Stepner and Pacey on both sides of the rim. Not right under the rim, because you want it in case it's a rim out. You want them to be able to run in on it. I'm confident with them boxing out anyone. And then give me a Zimai, give me a Schachter, give me a Jared Reich bomb from deep. And let me go crazy. Hold on.
I mean, I think it's only fitting that Zimai ends this year.
Oh yeah, for those at home who don't think that we're serious about Jared Reich's ability to deliver. Jared, you got this.
I love you, Jared.
We are opening up our 3-point close.
You're
there
allowed
by
to go back
Stepner.
court.
Oh! Stepner, oh my God.
How was that a foul?
Stepner there had to throw it away because he was going to go out of bounds.
I'm fairly certain you're allowed to go back court.
No,
there.
you're not.
You're
allowed
not?
you're allowed to run back, but not once he caught it. You're not allowed to run back.
Yeah, but I'm saying
he could have.
Yeah. Could have made it a lot easier for himself.
Oh my goodness! And just like that, Frisch is gonna go. A hard play from Stepner, but that's just the position he found himself in. Carry. Hopefully he doesn't carry the ball. The ball carries off the rim. Uh-oh. The door is open. Does someone feel a draft? Does somebody feel an opportunity slip through? Is the second one gonna be a miss too? Ooh.
Clutch.
As here it is, Stepner, too much time. They got to get to work.
Oh, I think
3
they just want
points,
the
Stepner,
three.
please do not. Schachter, 9 seconds left, gets the screen, spots up inside, throws it up and in. Again, they got to stop. 4.8 is on the clock. It's 4-8. That's higher. Honestly, they should add more time to the clock. I don't want to say that to the ref. Ref! My bad.
But I think I know his name.
What's his name?
I have it somewhere in the memory banks. It's not coming to me. Okay, but
I need to get this. I'm sorry. I'm very invested. Ref! 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 Ref!
a little.
Ref! 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 Is that happening? Ref!
I don't think he's going to change it.
No?
I think 4.4 is very slim.
5 seconds. That was so much time came off that clock. That's 5-2. See if they add time. Again, that's a huge difference for this team.
Yeah.
Ref! Ref!
It's too late now, I
Ref.
feel like.
Ref! Wow, I don't know how it feels getting the silent treatment. But it's a little hurtful, not gonna lie. They got a foul.
Yo,
They
Jared,
can't-
you have to foul.
Oof. That was a very quick second on top of what already should be. Ooh, wow, nice catch. Top of what already should be a second on the clock.
I don't.
So again, if I'm Frisch,
I think. Wow. A little aggressive parenting right there.
I don't know if that's what he should be thinking about the free throw line, but if that's what it takes to make a distraction, give me that.
I think Ramaz can consider missing this on purpose as well.
I think honestly, the best possible play is just to hold it as a violation. Just give the Frisch team some time. Here's Asaf Seinfeld from Jerry Seinfeld Stettel. Oh my gosh!
Frisch
and he
called
hits that one
timeout.
in a timeout. And looks like he's going to be coming home tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he's allowed to come home tonight. Thank goodness.
Dang it. Man, okay. 3.4 seconds left.
I mean,
Frisch needs an absolutely perfect look. They need to get a down screen.
100%.
They need Stepner to pop out. They need Zimai to pop out. They need Schachter to pop out. But most importantly, you need to catch the ball facing the basket. You do not want to come into a position where you're catching the ball with your back to the basket and you have to create a shot. That is not the position you want to find in. You don't want to create a turnover. You don't want to create a negative shot. You need to catch the ball going to the basket in terms of position.
I think with 3.4 though, it's enough time to not just.
You do. It's not just a catch and shoot.
Yeah, it's not.
But what I'm saying is what we've seen so far is that it is much harder to be able to get a good look by turning around and spinning and dribbling up, and that's gonna make them make a bad decision. So we need to have it that they catch it with the ability to shoot, and whether that's the right shot or not, we need to at least have that opportunity.
In an ideal play, I think
I don't advance the ball.
How is that even possible? Obviously, you advance the ball.
What the zoinks? I'm sorry. This game is getting weirder and weirder, but there's no advancement of the ball.
I mean, how is that even possible? Then you need a screen here.
As here it is, and he gives it in.
Oh
Oh,
my
stolen again by
gosh.
Carey. Stepner throws it away again to Carey. And Oh my gosh, you gotta feel for him. And Jared is going over it. He's saying, don't get down on yourself, but it's hard for Stepner.
Unfortunate.
Two opportunities for them to take it.
Did you see the Duke Kentucky game last week?
Nope.
This really reminds me of Cooper Flagg at the end, though.
Carey's reminding me of Shaquille O'Neal.
Well,
See if he
this
can
is
go
really the
like
game.
Shaq, go 2 for 2.
This is the game.
He's gonna make Bam the second one. Again, still, get yourself a shot. Get yourself a shot. Go for the foul. Oh, man.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Ramaz pulls off the shocking upset on Batman night. They become the Joker. They spoil the Dark Knight's rise, and they take the win. Silence falling over Cougar Court. And we hope to call you and to call games and to see you in better days.
Yep.
We'll see you in our next game against Mag and David. And, Gamze Yavor, this too shall pass. We'll see you. Have a beautiful night, Cougars. Stay strong. And I'm Yisrael Chai. Have a good night.
See ya.